Hello students, today we are going to start the third method of measurement of national income, that is the expenditure method. Now in expenditure method, as we have already learnt income method and the value added method, the first and foremost thing to be understood is we need to calculate the national income with the given facts and the figures in such a way that we will be able to arrive at the same figure, because national income calculated from all the three types of methods will be same. So in expenditure method we need to sum total the final expenditure made by household, firms, government and foreigners. These four bits are included because it is actually the combination of all the sectors working in the economy. We can also say the income, the factor income which is earned by all the factors of production in the country are to be summed up. This income is when expended, considering that there is no saving at all, it will be equal to the expenditure method, or we can say the national income. Now when we will add all the final expenditure made by all these four sectors, that is household sector, firm sector, government and foreigners, we will arrive at GDP at MP. I want to remind you that when we measured national income by income method, we arrived at NDP at FC, but when we applied value added method, we arrived at GDP at MP. So from this method also we will arrive at GDP at MP. First bit is private final consumption expenditure. Private final consumption expenditure means all the expenditures made by normal residents of the country. This will include all the households, that is household final consumption expenditure, and private non-profit institutions which are serving households final consumption expenditure. So these two bits will be included, and that is the expenditure made by these two sectors will be accumulated together to arrive at the figure which we call private final consumption expenditure. This will be included only if the bodies will be the normal residents. Second bit is government final consumption expenditure. Government expends on the administrative services. Such all expenditures made by the government will be included here, and we will arrive at the figure government final consumption expenditure. These two bits will be given to you for practical questions as it is. No fluctuations are to be made in this. Third is government gross domestic capital formation, which will be called as gross investment also. In this bit we need to make some adjustments sometimes. What kind of adjustments are required? If directly it is given that gross domestic capital formation or gross investment of the country is this much, the figure is given to you, then no adjustments are to be made, because the bit which we need to add is gross domestic capital formation. But if instead of domestic, fixed word is given to you, it may be given in two patterns. First, gross fixed capital formation, or in second way, gross fixed domestic capital formation. If domestic word is included in this bit, with domestic or without domestic hardly matters, we need to add change in stock. Change in stock means closing stock minus opening stock. This fixed word will reflect that the adjustment for change in stock has not been made, and it is to be made, because without making this adjustment we will not be able to arrive at the proper figures of the particular year. Next bit is net exports. Net export means export minus import, and it will be for a particular period, that is period of 1 year only. Here I would like to mention, sometimes it may happen that exports are more and imports are less. So figure will be positive. If imports will be more and exports are less, then figure will be negative. So accordingly the calculation will be made. Here all the 4 bits will be added, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, to arrive at GDP at MP. So GDP at MP will be equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Out of this, when we will be asked to arrive at national income, that is NNP at FC, we need to apply the formula which we have already learnt in earlier classes. Still I'll tell you, when GDP at MP we will arrive at, we will be having the figures, and when we will add all these figures we will arrive at GDP at MP. So now we are having GDP at MP and we are asked to calculate national income or any other aggregate of national income. We need to make adjustment. This is gross. We need to arrive at net. So out of this we will deduct depreciation. Now these two values are same. This is domestic. When we will add NFIA in domestic, we will arrive at national, and as this is at market price, we will deduct NIT from this, that is net indirect taxes minus subsidies, we will arrive at factor cost. So by making these calculations, we will be able to arrive at NNP at FC, which is actually the national income. So this is the procedure for calculating national income from expenditure method. So now all the 3 methods are clear to you. As in my previous videos, I have already posted the income method as well as the value added method. When we will do the comprehensive questions, because it may happen that in board examination, as per board norms, you will be required to calculate 2 methods from the given data, that is national income from 2 methods from the given data. So from both the methods, the national income arrived or any particular bit which is aggregate which is to be arrived, it will be equal from both the methods. What is important here, to focus which aggregate is required for which particular method. So as all the 3 methods are clear to you, you have to calculate the national income or the given aggregate by adding the required aggregates only. Now there are some precautions to be taken while calculating the expenditure method or while applying the expenditure method for calculation of national income. First is expenditure on intermediate goods. Expenditure on intermediate goods is not included while measuring this if it is separately given, because it is already included. Transfer payments, second point, transfer payments are not included because these are not the productive services or the expenditure which is made on the productive activities of the country. Third is purchase of second hand goods. Purchase of second hand goods is not included because it was included when originally such expenditure was done. So for second hand goods only we will not include, but the brokerage or any commission which is paid on purchase or sale of such asset, then it will be included. Next is purchase of financial assets. Financial assets means shares, debentures or bonds of the organization. This will not be included, but same way the commission or the brokerage paid for purchase and sale of such bonds, debentures or shares, it will be included. Last and most important precaution which is to be taken is expenditure on own account production. It means the expenditure made for self-consumption. It is important to note that this point will be included It means the production for self-consumption. It also means the imputed value of owner's occupied house or the free services from government or such private non-profit institutions serving household final consumption expenditure. So these are to be included because these also account for the productive services. So now it is very clear that what are the items to be included and not to be included while calculating national income from expenditure method. In my next video, I'll show you that how the practical questions are to be done, including all these four bits, so that we will be able to calculate national income from this particular method. Thank you.